Check the stream real quick. Make sure we rolling. All right. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, we the brothers here from Great Millstone, Atlanta. Before we get started, of course, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash. All right, and also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, salutations, much love to the elected Israel scattered around the four corners of the earth, as given our diligence to make that calling of election sure. All right, tonight, we're going to be doing a more focused and centered breakdown on First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Like I said, this is just a continuation on the segment that me and the brother was doing. Just doing these chapter breakdowns, and they actually help you, be able to teach better. When you can go into a full chapter of the scriptures and be able to break that chapter down, using other precepts to back it up, and it exercises the skill of actual teaching the Holy Bible. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna get a quick precept going into the skill of things, just off the fly, real quick before we get into First Thessalonians, showing that really, you have to develop the skill of teaching. All right, this is bear with me 1 second. This is it's like Ecclesiastes 1 and 19. It says, "Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge of understanding." All right, so the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is it gives us the skill to be able to speak this knowledge through the spirit of understanding. Okay. So as we grow in the faith, we really should become better teachers because we're developing a particular skill. All right. If you ever notice when you first come into the camp, or when you first start speaking, a lot of brothers, I can't speak for everybody, but for myself, I found it hard to express certain points. I couldn't find the words that I wanted to use. I was stuttering a lot, using basic level speech just like a babe. And I still do now, but through the process of time and effort and wisdom, you begin to be able to speak the scriptures a lot better. Okay, so it says that the wisdom raineth down skill, all right, and it says that knowledge and understanding and exalted them to honor that hold her fast, meaning that the Lord will promote you spiritually. And that's why I tell you that in what's that Proverbs, the 1st chapter, it say wisdom will promote you. So after a while of dedication and effort, the spirit of wisdom will bring you up on a higher level, which is what? It's a skill level. Okay? So without further ado, we're going to jump into this, and Lord willing, it's edifying. All right, you can go ahead and start, bro.
God, this is the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night."
Right. So this has always been a topic of discussion amongst the men of the Lord. The day of the Lord and how the day of the Lord is going to approach us. And it was described as a thief in the night. All right. And I want to get this word thief real quick. All right. The word there in the Greek is kleptis. I'll just play it.
Strong's G 2812. Kleptes.
All right. And that's where you get that word, what they call them, a lot of them bitches that like to steal out of Walmart, kleptos.
But yeah, klepto.
A klepto is a person that just love to just take things.
God.
All right. Now the word is kleptes, and it says an embezzler, a pilferer. It says the name is transferred to false teachers who do not care to instruct men, but abuse their confidence for their own gain, which that's not Yahweh Shai. The description of Yahweh Shai, but the word that I wanted to get, it says thief or a stealer. Okay? So the Lord is going to come back. The style of which he's going to come back is going to be resembling of a thief. Mm-hmm. And how does a thief come? Real sly, real slick, subtle, unannounced. Mm-hmm. Okay? Randomly, suddenly. That's the style of that's the style of Yahweh Shai. In the way that he's going to come back like a thief, man. All right, meaning what? hey, that's just gonna catch a lot of people off guard.
Yeah.
So if we have the understanding that the Lord is coming back as a thief, then we have to what? We have to prepare ourselves spiritually for the Lord to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Just to add to your point, and how you prepare yourself to doing certain things like this, like how the bishop was going into just a second ago. Then you get into the accounts, you get better connected, so to speak, with the scripture. Now you know how to go into certain chapters. Now it's basically stuck in your memory.
Mm-hmm.
So because the scriptures tell us that wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time.
Mm-hmm.
And strength and salvation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the importance, of preparing, so to speak.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Read verse 2. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night."
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. "For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall not escape."
That's right. All right. And travail as a woman with child, it goes into unimaginable pain or like a birth pain. All right. And matter of fact, let me just get the word real quick, and then I'll let you read the text commentary.
Okay.
All right. This is the word for travail. All right, because that's how the destruction is coming, like a travail. And it says intolerable anguish.
Mm.
Okay. So the Lord is coming like a thief.
Mm-hmm.
And then the destruction that he's going to bring is going to be intolerable anguish.
Mm.
All right. Meaning that he's going to take a lot of you people through it, man. He's going to torment you. All right. A lot of people are going to be tortured at the coming destruction of Yahweh Bashema Shah, because there's a plethora of things that's going to take place here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Not only the nuclear missiles, but prior to the nuclear missiles, there's going to be a plethora of evil things that's going to happen to you American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the description of the destruction. It said like a woman in travail, which is intolerable pain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Or birth pains. All right. Yeah, you got it, bro.
God, I just looked at went through the text commentary, on the Bible Blue Letter. And this is the study guide from for First Thessalonians, the third verse from David Guzik. And it says, "For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them." And the explanation is the unexpected nature of that day will be a tragedy for the unbeliever.
Mm.
As the bishop was saying, as a woman travail, that pain is going to be intolerable, man. People are going to give up the spirit just from seeing certain things, man.
Yep.
From when the day of the Lord comes, man. It says the unexpected nature of that day will be a tragedy for the unbeliever. They will be lulled to sleep by political and economic conditions, but they will be rudely awakened. Mm-hmm. As you see today, they try to push out on the mainstream media, that everything is fine. We have control. Everything is under control. But behind closed doors, it's all chaos, man. The citizens are being lulled to sleep by the economic conditions.
That's right.
They're
being rocked to sleep.
Yeah, they're being rocked to sleep.
Yep.
That's why. And then what's the awakening when the Lord comes back, man?
That's right.
That great awakening, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right, brother.
It says they will be lulled to sleep by political and economic conditions, but they will be rudely awakened. They will hear the frightening verdict. They shall not escape.
Yeah. Hey, that's going to be the verdict.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Inescapable destruction. All right. Meaning there's not going to be a way out for the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the style that the Lord is going to play with, man. All right. Yahweh Bashema Shah ain't coming to play no games with the planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
He's coming to render his judgment according to your deeds, man. Mm-hmm. All right. So Yahweh Bashema Shah not coming back to the planet Earth to play patty cake with the wicked, man.
Mm-hmm.
It said the verdict is going to be they shall not escape, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's why the scripture tell you that. Matter of fact, let's get that in Amos, the 5th chapter. We start at verse 17.
Yeah.
All right? Because the style in which Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to come with is going to be like guerrilla warfare, man. Just straight out the blue, random attack, man. Boom.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people not even going to expect it, man. When the people see Yahweh Shai coming back, for those that remain here in the flesh, they're not even going to expect that, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to expect to see that, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So this thing is going to be, man, that's going to be the greatest thing that ever happened when he returned, man. Ain't nothing going to be able to top that, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Then you went to 12 and 1 tells you that.
That's right.
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and all vineyards shall be wailing.
Uh-huh.
For I will pass through thee, saith the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the Lord says he's going to pass through. And that's where you get the word Passover from.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because the Lord passed through Egypt and he took the firstborn of the Egyptians, which are the Hamites, but he passed over the houses of the Israelites that had the blood on the doorpost. Man. So he said he's going to pass through again, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But this second time, man, he gonna kill a lot of you jakes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whether it's directly from Yahweh Shai or whether it's from, you know, the conditions that you're going to go through, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's still going to bring judgment on you, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, you know, you got people out here, acting like they ready for the Lord to come back. You got people out here, thinking that they, ready to meet the Savior face to face.
Right.
And the only reason you think that because you think that Yahweh Shai or is a so-called white man.
Yep.
You think he a white boy. You think he just, real passive aggressive.
Yeah, hippie.
Yeah, hippie. You think he's soft.
Mm-hmm.
You think he'll just excuse you for everything that you've done. That's why you desire the day of the Lord, because you don't have no fear in the Lord. Okay? You don't have no fear in Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's why you Christians and all you non-believers out here, you don't really feel no type of way when you hear about the Son of the Most High coming back, because your mind is fixated that he's just some soft playground punk.
Right.
But you're gonna find out the hard way, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, to what end is it for you?
Mm-hmm.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, meaning the day of the Lord is gonna be dark, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, meaning it's full of confusion.
Yeah.
Anything. What's the term? The freaks come out at night, man.
Yeah, the freaks come out at night.
So in the darkness, man, ain't nothing good. Don't nothing good go on at nighttime, man.
If I could just say too, that's how you know that these so-called pastors, don't get into the scriptures, man. Because this clearly is an explanation of how the day of the Lord is going to be, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you read that it says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, what good are you getting from that?
That's right.
If you're not occupied in the studies like you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be afraid, man.
That's right, bro.
You shouldn't be desiring the day of the Lord because you're not doing the duties that the Lord commanded you to. It says, verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yeah, that's the inescapability. Mm-hmm. All right, that's the inescapability of the day of the Lord. Go ahead, bro.
It says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, and that leaning your hand on the wall is like what? That's symbolic of like a sigh of relief, being relaxed.
Like I escaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it say what happened?
It says, and a serpent bit him.
A poisonous serpent bit you. All right, meaning there is not going to be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, man. All right, the only place that you'll be able to hide in that day is in the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai. The mass majority of the world don't have that name. All right, the brothers are going to hide themselves in the name of the Lord, man.
That's right.
That's why the name of the Lord is known as a strong tower. Mm-hmm. We gonna hide the righteous running into it and is safe. Mm-hmm. So that's where we gonna hide, because we ain't gonna have no physical hiding place like that either, like that, man. Okay.
I got a precept from the brother Ross's out comment board.
Come on, go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah 11:11. He said, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
Oh, that's a bad precept, like the elder just brought out. Jeremiah 11 and 11. Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Hey, Shalom to Zion as well, man.
Shalom.
He says, the point I wanted to hit, it says, which they will not be able to escape, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that does heavy words, man.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about anything, there's always an escape route in any facility, anything that you do. There's always a way to escape.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to a football stadium, they got an emergency evacuation route. You know, they got an escape route. You know, if you look at the Trump Tower, they got an escape route. You know, you look into a house, you got windows, you got back doors, you got front doors, you got...
Even on that movie, The Maze Runner,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even though they were trapped, they still had
the way to escape, the way to get out. Even in the an airplane, bro.
Yeah, airplane.
They got parachutes, and you can hit the eject button and pop out the cockpit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but hey, in this day and age, when Yahushua come back, the Lord gonna close all exits. Mm-hmm. The only way that you're gonna be able to escape is through that name, man. So that's a bad precept. That's a bad precept. Okay, go ahead, bro. Oh yeah. Like the brother said, he said they kept showing that in the movie Us.
Oh yeah, the homeless guy had it on the cardboard, holding it up. It said Jeremiah 11 and 11.
So it's gonna be inescapable, man. Okay, it's gonna be inescapable. That's a beautiful precept. All right, go ahead, bro.
Back in Thessalonians.
Yeah.
I started at verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then the sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
That's right. So that they shouldn't overtake us because we have the signs and the prophecies. Mm-hmm. We have the understanding that this day is coming, so it shouldn't overtake us. Even though it's still gonna catch us like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, but we can't allow that to overtake our spirit. The elder Ariala from the Dallas camp did a video. I can't remember the exact title, but basically how to keep a good mind or a solid mind in a time of tribulation. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's the mindset. You know, when these things begin to happen, we must maneuver and deal with a level of understanding that we knew this would happen. Mm-hmm. Not bugging out like the rest of these people, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what's going on, man. Damn, man. Shit, man. Yeah. No, we bracing for it. We preparing for it. We ain't the carnal doomsday purpose. We the spiritual doomsday purpose.
Right.
We preparing. We storing up spiritual treasure to be able to withstand that day. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 5: ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness.
That's right. So we are the children of the day, which the day of the light represents what? All right, the vision, the understanding. Because during the daytime, what? You can see. You have vision. You understand. You know, you order the steps of your feet. At night, you know, you stumbling over things you can't see. You're reaching for stability. Yeah. You're confused. You don't have no sense of direction. Mm-hmm. So we not of the night. That's the rest of these people. That's why you see them out here. They're preparing for all kind of different festivities over the summer, different, concerts. Mm-hmm. You know, different, waiting on different shoes to drop. They camping out for Jordans.
Yeah, not preparing for the day of Yahushua spiritually.
Yep, that's right. So we not of the night. We not of that confused state of mind. We are of a state of mind that's balanced, and we have the vision. We understand the times that's coming. And I got a quick precept for you, real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, "For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord.
because we were once, in the darkness because we didn't have the truth before, man.
Mm-hmm.
We walked as as the others did. But the Lord had mercy upon us, and gave us that light, and it's up to us at the end of the day if we keep our light lit.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It says, but now are ye the light in the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Walk as children of the light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and in truth.
Mm-hmm.
So it says what? Walk as children of the light. Meaning we have to walk with purpose. We have to move with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
We have to move with understanding. We have to move with the testimony of Yahweh Shai. All right? Having a clear conscience, purified from the stain of this world so that we may be preparing ourselves for the day of destruction.
Right.
Okay? We're not the children of the night, man. We don't begin to function at nighttime, man. Okay? We function during the day. All right? So that's the mindset of a man of the Lord. All right? Now, in the daytime represents what? Peace. That's the time we in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get another quick precept, then I'm going to grab this precept from Tazaya one on the comment board. This is Luke, Salaki, not Luke, John chapter 9 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day.
Mm-hmm.
The night cometh when no man can work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the ancient style of working was always done during the daytime. All right, working at night really is a fucking American type of situation. It's satanic.
Yeah, kind of.
Here it is. You get ready. You waking up at 10 o'clock at night to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's wicked, man.
I'm trying to go to sleep when the sun coming up.
Yeah, that don't even coincide with your body clock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your circadian rhythm. All right, it don't mesh. So we supposed to be in the mindset of working during the daytime, or during the time when Yahweh Bashima was shy. Didn't bring this destruction yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you got individuals like this guy from the old school that the apostles getting on right now.
The Rasta guy.
Yeah, the Rasta guy, the Rasta Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
And where's his works at?
Right.
I never knew he even existed until yesterday. I never knew anything about him.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that say about an older man that was back in the school? And you got young brothers like myself and this brother and the rest of the brothers that came into the truth at a later time, and we have no idea who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got guys that want us to show reverence to these type of individuals. We have no idea who you are.
Right.
We haven't learned anything from you, so why should we show any form of reverence towards you, man? Just because of what you did in the past. No, what have you done now for the elect? The scriptures say therefore we endure all things for the elect's sake. All right. The apostles and elders, they of age, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they still go out and teach, man.
Yeah.
There ain't no exceptions because you are older, man.
Right.
Where you been at? And this is the reason why we going into the precept on working while it's day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A lot of men is taking this liberty in Yahweh Shai, and they being carnal ass niggas, man, for lack of better words.
Mm-hmm.
They're not feeding the flock. They're not worried about the brethren. They're not worried about the elect. They just want to look cute with fringes on and the staff.
Mm-hmm. It's all for vainglory, man. A lot of guys have taken this truth, and act like the Lord didn't give it to them, man. They act like they got it by themselves, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord hates that, man.
Yep.
Even Yahweh Shai gave reverence to the Father, man. So what more of us, man?
Mm-hmm.
We can't take this work, and just act like, I did this or I did that.
Come.
We gotta take full advantage of it. And if Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah told us to fear him and keep his commandments, then we gotta do that, man.
That's right.
Not just get the truth, and then go back into the world and try to take advantage of the world, man.
Yeah.
Then
come back, resurge on the surface, acting like you're a pillar in Israel, man.
Right.
Well, you ain't shit, man. Excuse my language, man, but that's our people to a T. But let's continue on in that
Thessalonians.
Thessalonians. Matter of fact, before we continue on that,
usually bring that
that precept. So I want to put up there. This is Luke 21:36. It says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man." So a lot of you individuals, you haven't been diligent in your watch. I can't say if you have or have not been praying, okay? But I'm pretty sure, a lot of you guys ain't been praying, all right? So what makes you think that you will be worthy enough to stand before Hamashiach Yahushua in the coming times? You got individuals like, Priest Danya Allah. I can't remember the last time I seen him on the highways and byways, me personally, man. But he doing all these interviews and these debates. But where are you feeding the flock, the word of Yahweh Bashim Awashai? Where are you warning the people about the RFID microchip, man?
Right.
To hell with trying to be this Israelite superstar, man. All right? You're supposed to be warning the people. You're supposed to be a watchman. And the true watchman of Yahweh Bashim Awashai gives a diligent watch.
That's right.
Around the clock, man. All right? So these times that we living in, this ain't no time to be playing no games, man.
That's right.
All right? This ain't the time to be playing no damn games. Sitting in the park doing some vain-ass interview and then talking about Haile Selassie and you ain't even correct him, man.
Right.
You keep putting yourself in the line of fire, And I'm saying that humbly to Priest Daniela. You keep putting yourself in the line of fire with your nonsense, man. All right? Let's go back to that Thessalonians, bro.
Kind. I'll reread verse 5. 1 Thessalonians 5:5. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
Go ahead.
Therefore let us not sleep as do others.
Yeah. And what when you in the state of sleep, that means what? You're out of control. All right? You're not in full control when you sleep. So that's why the scriptures say, let us not sleep as others sleep. All right? Meaning what? These people out here that settled on their leaves, man. All right? They ain't on their post properly.
That's right.
All right? They distracted. They frolicking in other affairs, man. Let us not sleep as others, man. All right, go ahead.
If I could say real quick, because through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, even though the scriptures say our flesh is willing, so like our spirit is willing, but our flesh is weak, we still have the ability to control our flesh, man.
Yep.
And do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
We just got to put it in subjection.
Yeah, we just have to put it in subjection, man. So hey, that's why I say therefore let us not sleep, because we have the ability. We now have the ability to see what's truly in front of us, man.
Yeah, we woke.
That's
right, bro.
It says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Go ahead.
But let us who are of the day be sober.
Yeah, meaning be focused. All right? Have your mind got to be clear in these times, man. You got to understand a lot of individuals know that they're Israelites. They don't know the will of Yahweh Bashim Awashai. And why is that? Because they're not sober. Okay? They're not sober-minded, man. They're not focused. They know they're Hebrew Israelites. They know that the Hispanics are Israelites. They know that the so-called white man is Esau. But they don't know the will of the Heavenly Father. Why is that? Because they're not sober. Their mind is not clear. They have ulterior motives. They're distracted by other things. Okay? We can't be like that. We got to understand what the perfect will of Yahweh Bashim Awashai is. We have to give ourselves over to that service.
That's right.
We have to give ourselves over to that will. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 8, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation."
That's right. Go ahead.
"For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our by our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
That's right. So the Lord didn't appoint us to wrath. He didn't appoint us to go out here and pull terrorist attacks and provoke Satan and beat people up and try to wage war against the United States government, man. The Lord didn't appoint us to wrath, man. All right. That's why the scriptures say what? Anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Yeah.
So the Lord didn't appoint us to come into this thing and just be a madman, man. It's just uncontrollable temperament. Your energy is just aggressive and angry as hell all the goddamn time. Trying to pick fights with people for no apparent reason. Okay? Now, a lot of people try to put that negative connotation on the brothers at Great Millstone because why? Because we correct a lot of you other camps, but really we don't move in that spirit of wrath and anger, man. All right? We peaceable. All right? We gentle towards all men, but we correct our people. That's what we're supposed to be doing in these times, man. That's the whole purpose of us coming into fucking captivity because we was going off. This ain't no time to be fucking frolicking and playing around. We got to get our people right, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
So like this is like Proverbs 25 and 28. It says, "He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls." Just like how the bishop was saying, hey, we have to have a rule over our spirit when we out and about, man. Not putting our emotions on our sleeves, just being a degenerate, a 2/3 degenerate out and about in the street. Now we have rule over our spirit, man.
That's right.
We move as professionals in this thing, man.
That's right.
Because if not, it says if you don't have rule over your spirit, it's like a city that is broken down and without walls, man. You can be easily breached.
Yep.
You can be taken down easily, man. So the Lord has given us instructions on how to carry ourselves, man.
That's right.
I'll get back in Thessalonians.
Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 9. It says, I'll read verse 9. "For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach." Verse 10, "Who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him."
Yeah, and that's going into the brothers that's here in the spirit, that's woke, in the flesh, all right, and then the brothers that's in the spirit world, all right, or that may have to go back to the spirit world. So whether we live or whether we wake or sleep, we live in Hamashiach together. All right? Meaning we still in the spirit of the Lord. If we go back to the spirit world, we'll be in the spirit of the Lord. And whether the Lord puts our spirit on the earth, the Lord will put us in that spirit of the Lord.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 11, "Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do."
That's right. I got a quick precept. This is 1 Thessalonians 4 and 18. It says, "Wherefore comfort one another with these words." So these scriptures are known as the comforter. All right? Not some jailbird that's locked up right now, man.
Right.
All right? Stealing and embezzling money from people. All right? The comforter is the words. And we use these words to comfort each other in these latter times. Because why? Because brothers going to have heavy thoughts. Brothers going to have heavy burdens that's going to weigh on their spirit. All right? And at times you got to come through and you got to, hey, brother, keep pushing, man. Don't worry about it, man. Yahweh Shema Shai going to get you through it, man. Keep fighting out. The Lord loves you, man. These are the things that we got to do. We got to use the scriptures to give brothers comfort, more comfort in Yahweh Shema Shai. And it works too, man.
That's right.
It works. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12, "And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake." That's right. That's why we give double honors to the men that labored, prior to us, our apostles and our elders. All right? And we show respect and honor
to the rest of the Akim that's been given a consistent effort in the ministry. All right. And why do we do that? Because first and foremost, we wouldn't be here if the Lord didn't raise them up
That's right.
to do what they did, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They stayed diligent and they worked
Mm-hmm.
through the Spirit. They showed dedication to Yahweh Bashim Shai. And by them doing so, they passed down the formula to us.
That's right.
And we were able to build off of what they did, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then on down for the head brothers of the camps. All right. You wouldn't be in a camp if the Lord didn't raise up the brothers that came in before you to stay down and take that leap of faith and go out there to the highways and byways and battle all the elements and the demons and stuff and not waver and continue to still push, and that allowed other brothers to come in.
That's right.
So that's the important. Hey, even brothers that brought you into the faith from just a encounter, whether it was you worked with the brother or whether the brother you was walking past the camp and the spirit jumped on the brother and the brother he fished you out the world, or whether you were actual sibling or something like that, and the brother took an extra effort to bring you into the faith and give you the understanding that you're supposed to highly esteem brothers like that, man.
That's right.
All right? Because their efforts were contributed towards your salvation as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when you understand that mindset, you understand, the fullness of what brothers have done for you in the spirit. And that's why Paul wrote this letter. He said it's highly esteem them, man.
Yeah, and he begged them also.
Mm-hmm.
He begged them to do it. And if I could say, that's why we have so much respect for the brotherhood, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because we understand at the end of the day, man, we all came from all different walks of life. And for us to have this truth, man, is really honorable. And we gotta respect the brothers who's pushing his word, man.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, man, it'll all be worth it, man. Mm-hmm. The scriptures tell us that we're not laboring in vain, man.
That's right.
At the end of the day, the things that we're doing, man, it's all going to be worth it, man. Mm-hmm. The sacrificing our families, sacrificing our jobs, our food or whatever, man. Mm-hmm. For the truth's sake, man, it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, and that's what's comforting about it.
That's right. I got a quick precept from the Elder Monagan. Hey, y'all, Shalom, Elder. All right, it says, this is Philippians 2 and 3. It says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem each other better than themselves. And that's why you have, brothers that's been around for a long amount of time. They show the same amount of respect to younger brothers. Mm-hmm. That love, that comfort, that compassion. They show that same thing towards the younger brothers. Why? Because they're still of the flock of Hamashiach Yahushua. And that's important. That's important that the scriptures say, give diligence to know the state of thy flock. Mm-hmm. So you really got to care about this thing, man. Mm-hmm. You got to care about the truth. You got to care about Yahushua. And you got to care about the sheep. Mm-hmm. And you show that in how you treat them, man. The things that you do towards them, the things that you say about them, the words that you speak to them. Mm-hmm. All right, they're going to receive those words, man. And they're going to use you as a tool, to push them forward at times, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, like a football coach, man. Yep. If the coach is in a disoriented state of mind on the field, that's going to leak off on the players. And the players, next thing you know, the players they not focused. Because they vibing off the coach. Mm-hmm. So that's the same thing with the heads of the camps and the second and third in commands. Okay, their duties is to also feed the sheep, comfort the sheep, and reprove them, get them back in line. Bring them, edify them. That's the importance of it, man. Okay, so when you have the full spectrum of the will of Hamashiach Yahushua, you'll walk in the light. You'll walk in that way. You'll do them things, man. Right. I guarantee you, a lot of these guys that are trying to resurface back on the scene, they were straight up and down assholes, man, to the flock. They were straight up and down tyrannical assholes, man. But if you was really into the scriptures and what the scriptures said, you would have took the spirit that Yahushua left in these words and you would have implemented implemented that into your life, man. And you would have shown that towards the flock.
Right.
But if you get just straight up and down, throw your hands up, and you stop teaching, you stop building, you stop prophesying, then what does that say about how you feel about the elect? Just leaving brothers out there high and dry, man.
Right.
So I guarantee you, when you was back in the old school or in the old times, you was probably treating brothers like assholes, man. All right, let's keep going in that Thessalonians, brother.
Time. This is verse 13. It says, "And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake,
Mm-hmm.
and be at peace among yourselves."
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah, meaning don't be an individual in the camp that's always creating friction and division, argumentative, man. All right, be at peace amongst yourselves, within the body. All right, don't always be in that spirit of always trying to debate, and you get a thrill out of, or debating is a sport. Be at peace, man.
yeah, real quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 133 and 1. It says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity."
Mm-hmm. Meaning unified, meaning one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a beautiful thing to dwell together in the unification and the bond of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one of the things in Sirach 25 that he said he was beautified at. The unity of brethren. All right, because when brothers are perfectly joined in the spirit and in the mindset, man, that's a beautiful thing. There's nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
You won't find it anywhere in the planet Earth.
Well,
Okay, because it's a unity, it's a bond that can't be broken. All right, let's go, bro.
it says, I'm back in Thessalonians. It says, verse 14.
Yeah.
"Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly,
Uh-huh.
comfort the feeble-minded,
Mm-hmm.
support the weak,
Mm-hmm.
be patient toward all men."
Yeah, or in other words, brothers that have a harder time understanding certain things, or brothers that have a learning curve in certain things within the ministry, hey, you be patient towards them, you comfort them. All right, you support the weaker brothers, because you're going to have certain brothers that's a part of the body that's going to be weaker than the other parts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yet and still, you have to support the brother. You have to comfort the brother. You have to be patient towards him. You can't expect him to move as another stronger member of the body, because that measure is different. Okay, so when you love the sheep, you'll have patience towards brother. You'll be like, I will just work with the brother. Apostle Hart and the apostles, the elders, they always say that. I will just work with the brothers. Just work with them. Because they understand that certain brothers need to be supported more than other brothers.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's go out.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
"See that none render evil for evil unto any man,
Mm-hmm.
but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men."
Yeah, meaning, man, don't be trying to go tit for tat with Jake. If Jake cross you out, or Jake might do something to you, you ain't got to go back and forth with Jake, man. You don't got to render evil for evil, man. If he did something that's evil towards you, you don't go and do that.
Mm-hmm.
If he committed adultery or tried to get with your woman, you don't go try to get with his woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Or if he slandered your name, you ain't got to go and slander his name. Speaking things that that's false about his name. You ain't got to do that. All right? Everything got to be done in the spirit of goodness, man. The word good in the Hebrew is tawab. All right? The Lord requires us to be tawab, good children of good conduct. Okay? Pleasing unto him, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
I had a quick piece of
Okay, come.
what's going on, what you were speaking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 Thessalonians 4 and 12. "That ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing."
You got it, bro.
Kind of just like the bishop was saying, man. Don't basically render evil for evil, man. Because at the end of the day, it's all up to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord will have mercy. He will have mercy on man.
That's right, bro.
So we still have to walk, honestly among them that are without.
Yep.
Hey,
let me throw something in there real quick. This from the brother Ratazar, man. The brothers in the spirit.
Yeah.
Is 1 Peter 2 and 17. It says, honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear the Most High, honor the king.
Mm.
You know, so it says honor all men. So there's a particular way that you even got to move amongst everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Just because they're not in the truth or they don't have a garment or they don't know that they're Israelites, that don't mean that you go and you just be dishonorable amongst people, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? There's a particular way that you must engage and interact with regulars. But it says what? Love the brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
And love must be without dissimulation. It must be unfeigned. All right? That's how love must be shown towards the brothers. You got to be pure, man. All right? You know, because love is not a weak characteristic. It's actually a strong characteristic. Okay? Hatred towards brothers is actually weaker than love.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's easier to show hate. That's why you notice whenever somebody, get kicked out or somebody, mess up, the first thing sometimes that you will see brothers do, that they'll just jump all over, start cursing them out,
mm-hmm.
and boom, boom, boom. But then, if he repent and turn back, and you got to show that love now.
Yeah,
now you got to take all that you said, and you got to show love towards it, and that's a more stronger spirit to show is love. And everybody don't have that because why? Because we living in a society that never showed us love.
Mm-hmm.
From our parents didn't show us the love, a certain level of love, should I say, because they weren't shown love.
Mm-hmm.
Then their parents weren't shown love. So then sometimes Jake will bring that complexity into the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know how to really love brothers. But love is pure. It's not weak. It's not soft. To say, bro, I love you, man. Appreciate it, man. A lot of man, you're a beautiful brother. Man, I love you, man. All right, that takes a spirit of humility to say that to another brother that you really don't know like that, but you're trying to get to know him. All right, so love got to be pure. You got to love brothers, man. All right, and you got to mean it when you say it.
Right.
You got to mean it, man, because love is actually shown through your actions, man. Okay, and if your brother said love with the belt, hell yeah, get that ass tapped. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 16. It says, rejoice evermore.
Mm-hmm.
Pray without ceasing.
Yep.
In everything, give thanks.
Yep. In everything, give thanks, man. All right? Because there's so much that we can be thankful for, man. The Lord said, in everything, give thanks. All right? And it also says what? Pray without ceasing.
Without ceasing.
All right? That's why the scripture say, pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands.
Mm-hmm.
And prayer is an act of faith.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You got to believe in your supplications. You got to believe in your petitions to Yahweh Shem, man. And hope that they'll be granted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High in Yahweh Mashiach concerning you.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Quench not the spirit.
Yeah, meaning don't be always throwing a curveball in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers is talking about one thing, then here you are just throwing the spirit out. Like, what's this guy talking about? Or you at camp, you speaking about one subject, and then you go, oh yeah, I got a scripture, and then the scripture ain't got nothing to do with the topic at hand. You're like, oh, what are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so don't quench the spirit. Go ahead.
Despise not prophesying.
Yeah, as others do. He's big in the Hebrew. He speak. A lot of people can't speak the Hebrew in a sentence. Yeah, well, the scripture said, "Despise not prophesying," which a lot of men do.
Right.
You don't go out there and prophesy. Mm-hmm. When they ask you about the prophecies, you don't bring out the prophecies.
Right. Notice
this too. They don't. A lot of you other camps, you don't say you the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because you don't like prophesying.
Yeah. And
if you don't, the reason why you don't like prophesying is because you don't have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
The prophets love to prophesy.
Mm-hmm.
They love to tell you about the times that's going to come.
That's right. And like you were saying, that goes into your unbelief, man. You don't really believe that all these things are going to happen, man. That's why certain guys going to push the chip.
Yep.
What was that IUIC saying? They say it's not going to be a Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
Because ultimately they don't believe.
They don't believe, bro.
Verse 21. prove all things.
Mm-hmm.
Hold fast that which is good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Abstain from all appearance of evil.
Yeah, I mean, don't be taking pictures with blunts in your hand, man, like the nigga Chase Davis from
Right.
Shy Israelites. Don't be taking pictures blowing smoke out your mouth like certain individuals we know.
Trying to use the Lord's name.
Yeah, trying to use the Lord's name, but you blowing smoke out your mouth, man. Or throwing up a gang sign, you know, or you taking pictures, posting them on Instagram with a bunch of Crips.
Right.
All right? Or you acting like, you're doing something that's off, man. The scriptures say, abstain from all appearance of evil, man. All right? So that's why even the apostles, they say, hey, man, if you're going to cut your head, we'll cut it to where it can be seen, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even want to make it look like it's a bald head, man.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Keep it simple, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 23, and the very power of peace sanctify you wholly.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray the Most High, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless until the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Them heavy words right there,
Yeah,
man. Paul said he prayed that your whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that prayer falls upon me and my household and the brethren.
That's right.
That the Lord preserves our spirit, our soul, and our body, man.
That's right.
Lord willing, we don't even have to taste the death, man.
That's right, man. So Paul is showing the love that he had for this church here, man. Showing that he really cared, through writing the letters, and showing his love, man.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't lip talk at the end of the day, man.
That's right, bro.
Mm-hmm. Verse 24. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Brethren, pray for us.
Yeah, meaning also you need to pray for the apostles and elders, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Make sure that you always consistently praying for your apostles and your elders and your teachers.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Understanding the burdens that they must carry and the weight that they must carry in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right.
You got to pray for them. You got to pray that the Lord sends them faith, that he sends them safety, endurance, and he continues to give them the spirit to guide and direct us in these latter times, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because those are our shepherds in the flesh. Those are our leaders. And we must pray that the Lord keeps them in a good spirit to guide us down the path of safety, man.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 26, greet all the brethren with an holy kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I charge you by the Lord that this epistle be read unto all the holy brethren.
Yeah, so this epistle was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I charge you this be read amongst all the holy brethren.
Mm-hmm.
So back then, you know how we'll get around and the apostles would do a video and then we'd be like, all right, let's cut on the apostles.
Yeah,
see what back then they didn't have, a YouTube account. So they would read these epistles to all the brethren, man. All right? They would read them out loud to all the brethren that was a part of the church. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 28. The grace of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach be with you. Amen.
That's right. So we pray and ask that the grace of Yahweh Shema Shai be upon all you sincere brothers that's consistently laboring on the highways and byways and have given your life over to this ministry.
That's right.
We pray that the grace of Yahweh Shema Shai be with you and that your soul, your spirit, and your body is preserved from the coming wrath of the Lord, man. All right? So with that, hopefully that was an edifying lesson. Until the next time, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Until the next time we say, Shalom.
Shalom.